Hello everybody, it's jBrereton here again with another episode of Dominion's 4. Let's see what's going on. So if Mori's got a new champion that they haven't named, shameful. This guy has named him from Yomi. Let's battle in Badlands, which is the Onyx Priestess and so on, which they took no problem, that's good. And let's see this battle in Witchhaven, because I haven't viewed the results yet. So this was one with all of the magical sport. Hopefully this will go off really well and we'll see a stunning victory. And possibly might not. We'll just have to find out. These four bears, I believe, are ethereal. Oh, they're great bears, I think. So, if they were full bears, they would be in trouble with the flaming arrows in any case. So these guys got pretty low morale, she's being starving, but I think they're sticking around this turn at least. No, they're off. Okay, cool. See what goes on here. Flying shards. Come on now. Any better than that. Yuck. That's magic, boys. Right, let's see what happens. Okay, I guess. There we go, that guy is not going back off fire because of his weakness to the above element, so I think he should be dead, he says, with not great weapons. These guys are getting screwed because the Death Bless gives them significantly higher chance of any afflictions to anyone who hits. These guys have got ore of some kind. Okay, animal ore from the throne they've got, possibly. Well, that's just unfortunate because they're probably not gonna break it with only 11 morale. I did successfully clear the way behind them, so even if they decide to bolt, I should be okay. These guys are up the marshland, so their attack and defense is much lower. Oh, please don't hit your own guys with shards, that's just shameful. Especially when they could all be casting animated Kailasa. Maybe I should have properly set the orders up for that. Okay, that guy's running. How are these guys doing? I don't know, it's looking a fairly mixed picture, I'd say. They're not having a great deal of success against our sacreds, but they are doing quite a good defense. That's a great cast, that's exactly what we need to happen. Magic has she got? Nothing much it looks like. She's got the Staff Annihilation from our Onyx Priestess that she dropped. Okay, so thoroughly ruined. However, so I've got troops, that's a damn shame. If we had a couple of levels more magic, we'd be able to use... I forget the name even, but the air shield that's for the entire side of the battlefield. It's called Arrow Fend, that's what it's called. Not looking so hot, not gonna lie. It's looking quite bad. Oh, come on. Good job, mages and archers. Right. Officially doing more damage to our side than the enemy, I think, at this point. I feel like we're going to lose this one. Just got Regen on top of very rarely actually managing to break through the kind of level of damage needed for them not to be able to sustain the damage. Very low morale at this point, but I don't see anything breaking it anytime soon. So now there's very mixed bag. Can they? I don't know. Come on, stay in there, you man. If nothing else, it's going to be absolutely ruined. Well, some of them think it's a moderately good sign, but I think it's past the point of no return. That guy's very good. I don't know if I'm actually going to attack him. Maybe. Okay, he's already diseased. Niefelheim's around too. There we go. Good job. That's a lot of stuff as well. It's better than for them. I mean, it was for us as well. We've lost almost all of our sacreds. It cost us about a bajillion gems. It's sort of slowed them down rather than entirely defeated them, but hey, you take what you can get. Ghost Grip has actually done pretty phenomenal work there. Normally it's pretty poor because it's resisted by protection, but done too badly. And the effect of Ghost Grip you can already see, which is that the enemy's defense and protection more or less dissipates. Even these random soulless guys with 7 attack skill can totally finish them. Rip that guy, I guess. Right. Well, there we go. So, enemy and our losses. Let's take a look. That's pretty close. So, we took out 21 Neefel Giants, quite a lot of Housecarls, although most of them just fled. All the mannequins, EA Kailasa, one of the Neefel Jarl. But we left the Gija, they're fine, or he, or whatever they're called. The Scratty got away too, and we lost a Hydromancer, which is a damn shame. Bandar Commander, which is a Prophet. Horse Tribe Chief, who is just some random guy. And all manner of troops, especially our Sacreds, which is a bit of a shame, plus a lot of elephants. But we did keep the province, and we gave them a pretty good bloody nose, which I don't think you can say fairer than. Alright, Pavonia's looking rich, that's good. All these guys have escaped to happier shores. And yeah, I think we did alright to live through that. Now, let's try and take this out. I think we should be able to get it. Presumably he's got gigantic amounts of income, so he's going to be able to stack PD up pretty high in this province, but hey, maybe he hasn't. Right, let's see if there's anyone who's a good leader over here yet. It's also the... thank God, we've got another one. Right, so this guy is going to go over there. Be really convenient for us to have any fire sites, but we don't appear to at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. I reckon they're probably going to have another go of it next turn, so let's get all them moving in there. This time I think we're just going to have to go and scaly spam, because the gem situation in terms of earth gems is pretty bad. And our death income is actually quite high. Well, I quite frankly didn't really expect that to happen, but it did, which is a nice surprise. Prince Dilip, I guess we'll send him back here. Give him the control of these guys, just for the extra morale. Let's block a squad somewhere out front. Elephant's back here somewhere. And get them being led by them. Right. Now, is there anything cool we can do from a long way away? Not really. Frost Dome, tempting, but mainly pointless against Niefelheim, I think. Oh yeah, it's another change in JVPM. So all of the thrones are a little bit lower level in terms of the custom requirement. Down Flame Death is slightly more expensive than it was. I think it used to be 8 and now it's 10. But they're all available a little bit earlier, which I think means the strategic map is a little bit more of an active space than it used to be. Right. Someone got a chainmail displacement. That's you. I'm going to give it to the Aksha. This guy is now vaguely well protected apart from his head, which is a natural fall. Chainmail displacement also gives you mirror images, I believe. So although it may appear to not do that much for you, it gives you a tiny bit of defense penalty and some encumbrance. It actually does alright. I'm just going to check that is true, what I'm saying there. No, it actually increases your defense, okay. So, in addition to being relatively good armor, and I think it does, if I recall correctly, does give you a mirror image type effect. I think it's basically like glamour, but without the strategic mobility aspect of it. So if he had air magic of his own, it would be more effective, since it doesn't, he doesn't. Right, let's get this back down into Thaumaturgy, maybe. Let's have a look at what's coming up in Thaumaturgy. So, Panic we've already got. Stuff like Terror is quite useful, but not ranged, so we add a bit of a push to actually make any use of it. Exhaustion could be good, especially against the less fire resistant troops in Niefelheim. I mean, Prisoner Fire is also relatively handy for that. In terms of Astral, Paralysed is coming up, that's quite a useful spell. I think it's not a bad idea to keep going. See what we can do over here. Right, this guy was just leaving here. Can any of these cast anything interesting? I don't think so. Nope. Not yet. Soon enough. Let's get this guy researching this province. It's got quite a lot of sites in already, so I don't hold out too much hope, but any additional nature income could be really handy, so why not search? Giaka General's finishing up, so give him some more archers to lead. Been surprisingly effective, or perhaps unsurprisingly to people more familiar with that school of magic than I am. Of course he's not a mercenary, he's not Obscuro, he's just some random guy, right? In fact, we lost Obscuro. If I'd have been paying any attention at all, would have remembered that. Right. How much is the Ghoul file nowadays? 132. It's getting towards being worth it. Let's go for it. Let's hide the Ghoul Father over here, search these sites a bit, and I hope he doesn't get taken by a TC air raid at some point. Okay, we need to redo all these orders, give these guys a couple of gems. Handy as well if there's a shortcut to give everyone X amount of gems, but again, does not exist. She's going to get the same Earth gems as before. Hopefully they'll script for trying to fight elementals. Maybe they'll enlarge their units, which actually decreases their ability to soak damage because it reduces their defense, although it increases their toughness a little bit. And yeah, let's just go animate skeleton. So this is order 2. Job's a good one. Right. Poor Giaka General. Right, so at some point we need a new prophet. The temptation is to make a undead unit or possibly a demon into our prophet. I feel a little screwed because we haven't got any more heroes than first guy. But the faction has a couple of decent ones, including a demon who would be quite useful. Prophet, because they are also a Blood 3 mage, which means that you can use them to search a bunch of stuff that you often can't get as Kailasa on one platform, and as well as that it would mean that we could have a way to reduce unrest while blood hunting, because additional candles do reduce unrest, which would be great, be really helpful. Yeah, it seems like reasonable enough orders. Let's give these girls the same loadout as everyone else. Right. And this guy we're going to have to alchemize a fire gem. Should be able to cast with 2. Give him 3 just for the just so there's no shenanigans where he somehow wastes one early and then decides, oh no wait, I actually can't, I don't feel like it, I'm not going to cast flaming arrows. Avoid any hint of that being possible, and I think that'll be us for the turn. Thank you very much for watching. I've been jBrereton, and goodbye.